Hey, and welcome back to my Hardspace Shipbreaker run. So we're starting a new ship because we just finished off this one, and the ghost ships just popped up. So we can do a javelin, heavy cargo, industrial, or a mackerel. And the difference between them in terms of XP is stark. So I think we're going to do the javelin. Because the javelin cargoes are pretty quick. There's not a lot of fuel to deal with, and the cargo is all external, so you can just grapple it off. You know, you can fire off 10 grapples relatively quick, and just that'll take care of itself. So what our system view looks like is this, where you can see it's color coded, and you can see at the top of the screen what the color codes relate to. It's pretty helpful for figuring out where your ECU is and for figuring out where the coolant tanks are. Weaver down below is just explaining. Wait, what? This is not the cargo layout I was expecting. Okay. Weaver's just explaining that ghost ship doesn't have any ghosts. It has a bunch of AI modules which you see. Is it in the object view or in the structure view? I don't know. They show up using the scanner in red. You gotta fly them. You're going to your barge. I almost find out the processor. I don't think there's usually any AI modules on the external part of the ship. Why am I not seeing it? I'm pretty sure it's in objects. I gotta check them in. Ah, there we go. These red/orange things right there in front of me. See the way it's highlighted in the dead center? AI node. So they're the ones. They need to be fragged. And you can either fire them into the furnace or you can manually burn them. It's quicker to manually burn them because they don't disconnect, right? But if they're on a wall that's going into the furnace anyway, you just fire the whole thing into the wall, right? I don't think I can cut through these two couple ones in one go because there's too much mass. Get pretty close, but not quite close enough. Doesn't have the capacity. Let's just make sure there's none of them out here. Don't see any. Oh, you're grade 3. Huh. I'm out of these. Oops. Didn't even realize I'd used that many demo charges. bear in mind that a complete restock completely restocks you, he says, stating the obvious. But it means it doesn't matter if you have 5 in your stock or 10 or 15 in your stock, a complete restock restocks them all. So really, you do want to increase your capacity on charges and tethers so that you're getting a better bang for your buck. Oh, are we going to have this thing again? Or we blow the reactor by accident? You know what? Where's our reactor? Now, our reactor is a fair bit away. It'll be fine. See? It was fine. So in my opinion, it shouldn't have actually popped that first time we did this, and I ended up blowing a reactor with external demo charges. I don't know. I don't know if that was a clipping error or what, but what usually happens is what just happened here, i.e. nothing. What I want to take care of first? Well, I want to shut off the fuel pump first. Can't cut through those. That's interesting. Put the cutter. Really, I can't fit through there. I really feel like I should have been able to fit through there, but okay. Oops. The order you cut through on these ones don't really matter. It's really just like what's most accessible. Pins and needles again. Ah. It'd be nice if there was like a zoom function on this a little bit, just to get just a slightly better view on what you're targeting. But I mean, it's not supposed to be a sniper rifle. That shouldn't clock me. I was pretty confident that wasn't going to clock me in the back of the head. Not 100%. I think I want to clear out the reactor first. Probably. I can't remember if the AI are going to screw with the section they're not attached to. Let's find out together. Is there an atmosphere regulator around here? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Did that door above me close automatically? Ah, feck it did. And there's no atmosphere regulator. Okay. Fine. Explosive decompression it is. And again. Oh no, it's an airlock. There's you, there's you. Are you airlock? Okay. Cool. Now, before we start firing stuff off into different locations, we need to just make sure. Because basically, you don't get penalized, but you're doing it wrong. I don't remember what the thing with AI is if you put them in the wrong place. You know, where do we find out? I'm gonna intentionally put an AI into the cargo. I think it's just like in the wrong spot. I don't think you get anything for popping the AI nodes. Like, I think you get a small sum of money, so I think you just don't get awarded that money if you put them in the wrong spot. But I don't think there's any. God damn it. I don't think there's any. Don't pull me towards it. I don't think there's any like actual ramifications to getting it wrong. Or, you know, you put the round peg in the square box, you silly Billy. Yeah, I think that's like the full extent of it. I'll take a bigger piece off this time. Now we're gonna whip it around over here. Yeah, I thought you were gonna be a jerk. so let's take out this fuel line. So like once they've been disconnected, it's fine to cut them. Didn't realise I was out of time already. Coffee good. And we're taking a million years, and we're taking a million years. Don't know why it's taking so long. Yeah, the AI is technically illegal and can be harvested to salvage link supplies. I'm not sure if that's a connection to the Homeworld series, because I believe this game is set in the same universe. I'm not sure. Are we going to get conversation? 3, 2, 1. We're not getting conversation. Excellent. And we're going to continue, of course. I'm going to cut that because I want it, now that it's at, we've got a good angle. Basically, once you're well clear of the furnace, that's really the bottom line, right? Oh, for the love of... Well, that was an accident. Not that it matters. Yeah, I guess I would kind of like to say the same, because there's no... It's not that there's no danger, and it's not that I want it to blow up in the player's face, but there is no downside to foregoing procedure. Like, no real downside. Provided you're not pulling it inside like a sealed ship. Right? It's fine to just rip the reactor out, which... I think it could be more interesting if there were more complications. I think the reactor exploding in your face is not an interesting complication. I think getting like a penalty of its value is an interesting complication, like within the scope of the game universe. Having your hazard level reduced or being forced to go through training again could be an interesting complication. Note the could there. The could is doing a lot of work. Oh, nice to stay open. I was worried you were going to close on me. And then we want to open this again, otherwise we can't open it except from the other side. And there's definitely, yep, no AI nodes in here. It's right there, sure, I'll grab the light, I guess. We can cut stretch and see ya. Yoink. No yoink? Oh, no yoink. It's attached to this. You're better off cutting these from the inside. There's otherwise no way to attach these. And that's why I took the door panel off, because otherwise that would just shear straight through the door panel. And then we don't want to be in here. Although that could be entertaining, maybe. Put that here, and then we'll go 3 and clicky. Oh, it broke the airlock. What? Haven't had that happen before. Huh. Okay, well. Now y'all know, don't detonate right beside the airlock. Oh, I may... Okay, it may not have happened before because I may have had a bunch more upgrades on the demo chargers, so they have a smaller radius. That may be it. Yeah, good odds that that's it. And I've been completely ignoring demo chargers in this one. Because I thought I really wasn't going to use them. Yeah, I'm not thinking through to these higher tier ships. So yeah, that was definitely a screw up. Whoops. Are you worth anything at this point? 1,700 to some now. And now, there is a panel on the inside of airlock that I normally ignore because the airlock as a whole goes into the cargo. That one right there. Normally I ignore that because the whole box goes into the cargo. But if you're in this kind of situation where you're now going to put this into the furnace, you don't have to. You could just dump it in the cargo, it doesn't matter. You lose out on a whole $1,700, which if that's breaking your bank, you've got bigger problems. But if you do that, you know, you're going to want to detach the door panel from inside. Why is that venting? God damn it. Shut this down before it breaks half the ship. Now you're deactivated. Come on. Now, definitely not these. There we go. And you're still venting. That is just ridiculous. Well, I can't do anything about that because it's not going to fit out any doors. I don't have the space. Like even if I remove one, I still have the outer hole in the way. And all of that stuff was coming out the furnace anyway. Well, the good news, this isn't attached anymore. Oh, that's way more than I needed. All right. Are you still attached? You are not. Off that goes. How about you? Yeah, you're not attached either. Off you go. We should be able to take off the back wall. I don't think the ECO has damaged anything valuable. And it's still intact itself, so that's a win. How about these panels? These consoles are still good. I would have thought it would have broken more, but no matter. Okay, now let's go play with the AI. Well, okay, with a minute and a half left, we're not going to do much messing around with the AI. When I say messing around with the AI, I mean you're just burning nodes. It's unfortunately these weird nodes. Links doesn't want them. Oh, here. So that's an AI node, right? It looks like that. So yeah, okay, yeah, you can't just pull them off. I didn't think you could. I don't know why it was suggesting I could. So you just burn them off. And there's a little scream when they go away. Which is weird and kind of humorous. Because remember, this was written a Halloween episode. Episode? Update. Is there... Oh, the atmosphere thing in here is broken. No, that's... And they help we have flashing red light. And now that we're in atmosphere, it's a lot more clear. Well, this room is full of them. I don't think there's a count for how many there are in a particular mission. I think it's just a case of just being careful. I'm definitely going to do one more ship after this. I'm going to try and find the science ship. Maybe. I'm going to do a search and see if there's any more interesting ships after this stage. And then we'll finish out those. Just if there's an interesting design. Yeah. Because I really want this more to be an intro game. Like an intro to the game, not a here's the whole story. Like so for me it's much more about showing you how to do things or how not to do things, as in the case of certain explosives and reactors. But why is this? Oh, right, AI. The reason that's closed is because of the AI nodes. Oh no, that's not why it's closed. It's closed because I got popped out from inside. That's going to be extremely worse than most. And if there's no more interesting mechanics, right, then there's nothing more for me to show you. Now I am curious. I want to double check what happens if I leave that and butt fire it into the barge. So I'm going to try and remember to leave that one. Saying I will, but I'm saying I'm going to try. Because I do forget things sometimes. Is you done? Are you a dot? No, you're an airlock. The AI nodes, to the best of my knowledge, won't depressurize an area on you, and they won't if there's like mixed air pressure, where like if one place is pressurized and one place is not pressurized, they won't pop that door, I think. Oh, there's no thing in here either, okay. Oh, and I can't depressurize this section. That's fine. Front of the ship is here. So we're going to explosively decompress this whole thing. So your first 3 clicks are safe. And then you want to put yourself somewhere where stuff is not going to clock you in the back of the head. I think this is a really bad spot. Can I hold on? And zap? I think I can. The way my hands have super glue on. Are you coming? Oh, I missed. I missed. Oh wow, you moved fast, eh? Try this one again. Oh, it's over the top. Okay, I think we've reeled it in a bit. We have... And we're good. Okay. Ooh. So that should open her up all the way inside, right? All the way through? No. Did the inside not the door's closed? The door automatically closed, of course. No, it shouldn't. Because it was explosive decompression. Did your man close the door on me? Or maybe the airlocks just snap shut. Airlocks don't normally snap shut though, do they? I'm so confused. But no matter. That's all open to space now, so the only place with any pressure is... in here. And again, we're going to have to do explosive decompression. Right, so these ones, you also have these helmets. Which give extra audio, but I've got the audio turned way down, so there's no. So we should. Again, trying to make sure we don't get clocked in the back of the head. Right, so there's an AI node attached to a chair. So what happens if we put you on a barge? I think we just get a red spot. Right, and we get a Weaver complaining. And that's it. So you can basically ignore them if you want. They're entirely optional. That's really, I guess, the second criticism I put in this game. There's no, like, if you screw up, there's no real complication. Do I want there to be a complication though? Is a separate question. Well, they're worth 105,000. They're worth a fair chunk of change. So they are, I guess, worth breaking. Now, I can't pull the whole unit out of here because it's supposed to be in here. Or did the chair not count? I think the chair might not have counted because it had the AI node attached. Seat? No, it did not. I was not getting credit for the seat until the AI node was removed. Interesting. Okay, so you are penalised. That's good. I'm not necessarily a big fan of penalties in games. I don't really consider them fun for the most part. But I think in a sort the objects game, maybe there should be some kind of penalty for a missorting. Beyond, you know, if you just don't get the thing. I think this is the last one. Oh, no, there's no one over here. This is why you really got to use the scanner. Otherwise, they're not obvious. People who don't know how human cognition works, or who are unfamiliar with humans, may think, well, just look at the shape, it's really easy to see. It's a different shape, it sticks out. Yeah, that's not how our brains work. Especially when it's the same color, similar kind of angles, similar texturing. It's not going to stand out. And you'll spot them, sure, but you're going to miss a few here and there. And that's just how human perception works. If you think it doesn't, that's great. You should probably maybe get a little bit more familiar with the human species before assuming that human perception is perfect in all places and all times, or even in these cases and these times, because it's not. And claiming that it is just silly. And one very simple way to demonstrate that is to say the devs wouldn't have coloured it like that or textured it like that if it was obvious. See the bright red light there? Oh no, there's another AI node somewhere. That door just closed. Oh, I didn't think that was going to work. Where is he? There he is. That's one way to know for sure if there's more AI nodes. Is there a checklist? Nope. I guess part of the point of view going through is they don't know how many AI nodes there are. That's part of the need for a human to physically go through it and zap them. But I'm pretty sure that's them all now. Did I take the door panel off? I did. Console, I meant the door console. Yep, that's gonna make it just fine. What am I looking at? Oh, okay. A thing that doesn't matter. So what I mean, so you can see the airlock console in there, in the airlock, right? But it's going to the barge. So you just send the whole thing down. No point in separating them out. Absolutely no point at all. It just generates extra work for no added benefit. Gently, gently, gently. Slow and steady. Don't panic. Is Link's an acronym? No. Okay. And continuing on. The 6 tethers. I really should have re-equipped right there. No matter. That feels like that's loose. It is. Okay, so the outside hole is disconnected, and now let's disconnect the next one as well. There we go. Okay. Now, I kind of don't want to cut through this because I want our own to go together, but I don't see any other way. Yeah, to get my airlocks out. My airlocks are kind of attached to this controllers. Right? Let me just yank that real quick. Or I don't even have to. Because it's already past the womb, and that's all I really care about. This one I'm going to have to pull out a bit. It's going to have to come forward. Or not, it's just going to peel off quite nicely. Excellent. Well, okay, that was suboptimal. But only mildly suboptimal, that's fine. Anything left in here? Any panels, computers, atmosphere regulators? Nope. Okay, and this is going to the furnace right now. That's going to move quite at a brisk pace. There we go. 6K, 48K. Yeah, so this is free and clear as well. I got 2 tethers left. And that should be sufficient to get that job done. And then we're going to replenish our tethers. Now I'm out of demolition, but I'm not going to replenish it because when you upgrade your capacity for tethers or demolition, it gives you a full pack for free. So that's the play. I'm going to spend some skills on upgrading the packs. Oh, this is kind of the science of the hydroponic cabinets I was expecting to see in the science ship that I don't need to care about right now. That I don't need to worry about doing this my ship. Yeah, we don't want to pull that because we'll get electrified. I want to be super careful here that we don't nick the fuel tank. And we want to double check. Are there any more? I think I'm done with AI nodes. That's interesting. So the structure view amplifies the sounds of these fuses. Listen. So you should be hearing boom, 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 boom. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize the scanner did that. I didn't realize it augmented the sound intentionally. Maybe it's just suppressing the music? Yeah, it's suppressing the music. Okay, that's actually what's happening. But the result is the same. There is no way that's the only structural connect. There's no way those two things are the only connections to the hull. That's bananas. Let me make sure. Let me check this one last time. Nothing there. I've already done that one. Holy crap! Okay, that's the only. So this is like all of a piece? Nope, these are all separate. Okay. You're just not necessarily coming apart yet. Okay, I see. I'm kind of trapped a little. Where was the door? Nope. Hello, Mr. Door. There it is. So now the real question is, how do we pull this thing apart? Because this very much is connected to everything else. And the answer is by these structural pieces. But that doesn't make any sense, does it? I don't know. We'll find out in a sec. My feeling is that those structures connect the inside of the room to this thing out here. And also hold in one. And also too far. It's connected here. But this thing has never been connected to this. See, it's not connected, Brian. Why are you mucking around with this? You should just be able to pull it right off. The fuck is that noise? Is it that giant ship up there? It's like a whale. Okay, so my thought is perhaps my incorrect thought is that this should cause movement. It should pop off like a sleeve. Because like that's 27, and that's 13, so they are not connected. But it ain't coming off. Now maybe, well, like it would get caught there. If we're moving that far, but it's not even moving that far. So I'm not sure what the problem is. So let's go back to my original. Wait, is the whole thing moving? The whole thing is moving. Oh, it's snagged. We should pop those tethers immediately, because something has gone sideways. Oh, I see. Is this whole thing... Okay, so this whole thing was one piece. I was right about that. Okay. Well, but this should come off now. Right, it was getting snagged here at the bottom. That was the problem. Maybe? Because they're still attached. Yes, definitely. Okay. So if I pop that, and I pop that off. Now we shouldn't have any weird dragging. Snagging. I guess we'll know when something either explodes or doesn't. Oops. Victory! Yeah, it's got quite a ways to go to get clear of the room completely. Just off 25. So I'm going to go to the workshop to demonstrate what I was talking about. That when you get an increase in an item, it's filled to capacity. I may have demonstrated it with tethers already, but I don't recall. Equipment room. And you're gonna need wear and tear anyway. Alright, demo charges. So I had 5, I'm at 0. That brings up to 10. Yeah, okay, let's... I don't want to make the explosion radius smaller. which is, you know, an aside, a whole secondary thing that I don't care too much about. And now if I go to my explosives, there we go, I have 10 demo charges. Oh, that's why it's being yanked at that weird angle. Okay. Because I was a silly. And I missed. Now, I'm going to send it over in that direction. More like sideways, because it's going to turn like an oil tanker. That was close. I was going to drag the whole thing over. It's still going to nudge the ship. As you can see it happening. Oh no, the nudge is finished. Excellent. Yeah, I think that one I'm going to want to pull out lengthwise. It's just going to be easier. That was a bad shot. There we go. So the hydroponics are worth a lot. They're like 233,000. You get a noticeable blip from those. The storage containers above and below them, not so much. These are worth like 5. So the storage containers are 65k. Okay, they're worth 3 and a bit. I thought they were 40 for some reason. Not that it matters. Like at this point, I'm yanking everything, right? It's because it's all pretty worthwhile. Yeah, that structure, that hole all went through. I think that's the last one. Looks like the last one. Room has been swept clean, except for this filter. That should put me over the edge. There we go. Okay. So I think we're going to pull batteries now. Well, fuses and generator. Where are they? The opposite side or the bottom? Opposite side. That was a bit rushed, I almost missed that. So trying to slide this thing all the way off in a straight line is going to be a pain in the butt. So I'm actually going to do the opposite. I'm going to cut the room loose and pull the room out. And then the outer shell very easily just gets sent off into the processor. Notice I can't pull this outer shell with this bit of structure because this bit of structure right here will get jammed on the kind of like the whatever you want to call it, the nanocarbon keel. Oh, is that pressurized, that area? Doesn't appear to be. How do we get into that in-between space? Oh, there is no in-between space, is the answer. Sometimes there is. Sometimes the area around those two airlocks is pressurized, like it's sealed off and pressurized. And those are a pain in the butt to get to. You said attached? Yeah, you said attached. 23K. Oh, we have another big pulse. Yeah, 23k, so you're still attached. So I have to get to it from this angle. Are you not going to let me fit through there? Urgh. Come on, man! There we go, not attached anymore. Should probably grab that fuel before I send it to burn off. Okay, that's loads. Now we send you up. I don't know. Over here? Oh, it's going to roll the whole thing. Well, that was a bit of an oopsie. Just a little oopsie, not a big oopsie. Mostly because it doesn't matter, ultimately. I might not even bother with this fuel tank. Come back! No, it's gone. Well, damn it. That was another oopsie. Too many oopsies. And we're basically done with this one. I don't really want to fight with that fuel tank. I hate the octopus fuel tank. It's just awkward to deal with. It just really is. And I don't wanna. So what I'm gonna do here, here's the other way to deal with it. Perfect. The other way to deal with it is don't. You just cut the whole thing off. Like so. Well, that doesn't mean you don't have to deal with it, right? But it does mean that that whole section is now free and clear. rather than you worrying about cut points and where things go. Alright, I'm going to wrap this one up there, because that ship is done. I know there's a bunch left, but I mean, I've hit the salvage point, that's all I care about. And honestly, I'm getting a little bit tired. So, give me a minute, I'm going to look and see if there's any more ships after rank 16. Alright, I had a little search online. I found nothing, but then I remembered there's a certification list inside the game itself, so that's why there's nothing online. Okay, so I just hit... We were at 16 when I finished that last ship. We just unlocked the salvage runner. So, we've done a station hopper, we've done a cargo, heavy cargo. That was pretty empty of cargo, was kind of weird. So we're going to do... So the salvage runner just unlocked. So we're going to do a salvage runner. There were no ships after that. And it's got Hazard 9. Hazard 9, I don't feel adds much in the way of hazards. Unfortunately, it doesn't say anything here because we've only got tools. I'll look up at Hazard 9 before I do the next ship. But yeah, unless Hazard 9 is super interesting, the salvage runner is going to be the last ship. That's going to be the end of this video series. So if you have any suggestions for another series, I'm not sure what I'm looking for, to be honest. I've got 2 colony survival games and a turn-based game going. Right, I've got Oxygen Not Included and Against the Storm running on Mondays and Fridays respectively. And on Tuesdays I've got Tactics Ogre Reborn. So I'm not sure what I want to do on Thursdays. I was kind of thinking of jump back into the Dyson Sphere program at some point. It's not colony management, it's much more of a building game. But yeah, let me know your thoughts below. If there's something else you'd like to see. I think my Steam profile is in the comments. If not, you know, ask and I'll pop a link. I'll send you a link, you can see. Yeah, it's just a game. I probably have access to it one way or another. And subscribing is the best way to follow along and be updated. So do that, and I will see you next time.